From pixel-perfect combat to haunting atmospheres, these 2D Souls-likes capture the essence of FromSoftware's challenging formula. Let's explore the most impressive side-scrolling experiences that channel Dark Souls' punishing spirit in 2025. First up, we have Nine Souls, a game that blends precision combat with stunning visuals. Inspired by Sekiro, Nine Souls is a 2D Metroidvania that emphasizes deflection-based battles where each strategically placed block can significantly alter the outcome. You play as Yi, a warrior exploring the cyberpunk-inspired world of New Kunlun, a place where Eastern mythology meets futuristic technology. The game's hand-drawn art and fluid animations make every moment visually striking. With generous checkpoints and a flexible upgrade system, it's challenging but never unfair. Next, we have Fountains, a game that truly shines in its world-building. You take on the role of a hooded wanderer, exploring a maze-like empire filled with secrets and powerful enemies. The game's quirky characters and lore make every discovery feel meaningful, though the combat doesn't quite reach the depth of other Souls-likes. One cool feature is online player messages, letting you leave hints or tricks for others. There's also a unique water-based mechanic, but it feels a little underutilized. If you love dark fantasy with a touch of Celtic mythology, Drova. Forsaken Kin is right up your alley. This 2D action RPG features a combat system that rewards patience and skill, making every fight feel intense. You'll explore a handcrafted open world where your choices actually matter. You can align with factions like the Remnants or the Nemeton, shaping the story as you go. The lack of an early game map might frustrate some players, but the deep character customization and satisfying progression more than make up for it. A sequel that improves on its predecessor, MAGNOLIA, is hauntingly beautiful and brutally challenging. You play as Lilac, an attuner in the toxic land of Fumes, where you can befriend corrupted homunculi, living weapons with unique abilities. The game's gorgeous 2D art and Millie's emotional soundtrack create an unforgettable atmosphere. With its new stagger system and customizable homunculus abilities, combat feels deeper than ever. If you enjoyed Ender Lilies, this sequel takes everything great about it and refines it into something even better. Now here's something completely different. Void Souls, a Souls-like where you play as a triangle. Don't let the minimalist style fool you. This game nails the feeling of tension and discovery, proving that even simple shapes can create a gripping experience. You'll explore shadowy mazes, fight angular enemies, and take on some surprisingly memorable bosses. The abstract visuals and eerie atmosphere pull you in, while the well-balanced difficulty keeps you hooked. If fast, fluid combat is your thing, DOOMBLADE is a must-play. You step into the shoes of Gloom Girl, the last of her kind, wielding a sentient sword to take revenge on the Dreadlords. The combat is lightning fast, letting you dash between enemies and chain attacks seamlessly. With constant upgrades and clever level design, the game keeps things fresh, even if the story is a bit light. Boss fights are tough but fair, testing your reflexes and mastery of movement. Visually stunning but mechanically flawed, ASTRA, Knights of Veda is a mixed bag. Set in a dark world ruled by a mad king, the game boasts gorgeous Vanillaware-style art and a compelling story. However, the gacha system and repetitive combat hold it back. While the world and characters are incredibly engaging, the game's grindy progression and monetization issues might turn some players away. If you can look past those flaws, there's still a deep and challenging RPG here, but it's not for everyone. This one's something special. Death of a Wish blends stylish combat with an emotional, surreal narrative. The game pits you against theocratic cults in a world reminiscent of a nightmare, featuring scratched-line visuals and an eerie electronic soundtrack by Nicolo Telesca. The corruption system rewards aggressive, stylish combat, pushing you to master deep combos and customize powerful Arya's abilities. Every battle feels personal, like an artistic expression of combat. It's short, only 5 to 10 hours, but every second is unforgettable. If you love RPG progression but don't always have time for hardcore gameplay, Grim Clicker might be your perfect match. This game mixes idle mechanics with deep RPG elements, letting you build a complex skill tree, craft weapons, and explore mysterious worlds. You play as an immortal character, slowly uncovering the game's secrets as you progress. Like most clicker games, it can get repetitive, but there's enough strategy and atmosphere to keep you hooked. Last but not least, Perennial Order brings a fresh take on the Souls-like formula with plant horror and intense boss fights. Combat is one-hit death, meaning every move counts as you face off against monstrous, plant-infested bosses. The game's twin-stick melee combat and instant respawns keep the action fast, but in co-op mode, boss fights can drag due to inflated health pools. One of its standout features is the Vestige system, where fallen players can still help their teammates, though balancing issues can make later fights frustrating. And that's a wrap. Which of these games are you most excited for? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more gaming content.